I'm a drug inspector. Published by Times Pro. Introduction. In the world of healthcare and pharmaceuticals, the role of a drug inspector is vital for ensuring the safety and efficacy of drugs. This career offers a sense of contribution to public health and presents a challenging and rewarding professional journey. If you are contemplating how to become a drug inspector, it is essential to understand the scope, responsibilities, and steps involved in achieving this role. This guide will walk you through everything from the fundamental roles of a drug inspector to the specific skills required to excel in this field. Roles and responsibilities of a food and drug inspector. A food and drug inspector plays a crucial role in upholding public health and consumer safety by monitoring and regulating the quality of food, pharmaceuticals, and cosmetic products in the market. Under regulatory bodies such as the Food Safety and Standards Authority of India, FSSAI, or the Central Drugs Standard Control Organization, CDSCO, these professionals are responsible for enforcing standards, identifying violations, and ensuring compliance with the relevant laws and regulations. Conducting routine and surprise inspections. One of the core tasks of a food and drug inspector is visiting manufacturing units, food processing facilities, pharmaceutical plants, warehouses, and retail outlets. They check for hygiene conditions, quality control measures, equipment maintenance, and adherence to government-issued safety guidelines. Surprise inspections help detect violations that may not be apparent during routine checks. Sampling and laboratory testing. Inspectors are authorized to collect samples of products such as packaged food items, beverages, medicines, and cosmetics. These samples are sent to certified laboratories for testing. Based on the results, they assess whether the product is safe for consumption or use and whether it meets statutory specifications. Scrutinizing licenses and regulatory compliance. Businesses manufacturing, distributing, or selling food and drug products must have proper licenses and permits. Inspectors examine these licenses to ensure they are current and that the organization operates within its approved scope. Monitoring manufacturing practices. Inspectors oversee whether companies follow good manufacturing practices, GMP, and standard operating procedures, SOPs. These protocols help ensure that products are consistently produced and controlled according to quality standards, minimizing the risk of contamination or defects. Investigating consumer complaints and adverse reactions. When consumers or health issues lodge complaints arise from a particular product, inspectors are tasked with investigating the matter. They trace the product's origin, assess the problem, and take necessary action, including issuing warnings, seizing products, or initiating legal proceedings. Enforcing legal action and documentation. If violations are discovered, food and drug inspectors can file cases under relevant laws like the Drugs and Cosmetics Act, 1940, and the Food Safety and Standards Act, 2006. They compile thorough inspection reports and evidence, which can be used in court or administrative hearings. Promoting public and industrial awareness. Apart from their enforcement role, inspectors also engage in educational outreach. They inform manufacturers, suppliers, and retailers about updates in regulations, promote best practices in safety and hygiene, and provide guidance on maintaining compliance to avoid penalties. Becoming a drug inspector is a highly respected and rewarding career option in the government sector. Drug inspectors are appointed under the Drugs and Cosmetics Act, 1940, and are responsible for ensuring the safety, quality, and efficacy of drugs and pharmaceuticals being manufactured and sold in India. If you're interested in this field, here are the step-by-step requirements and procedures to become a drug inspector in India. 1. Complete your education. To begin with, you must earn a bachelor's degree in pharmacy, B.Pharm, pharmaceutical sciences, or medicine with specialization in clinical pharmacology or microbiology from an institution recognized by the Pharmacy Council of India. This educational background is crucial as it builds the scientific foundation in drug formulation, pharmacology, microbiology, and related disciplines, essential for understanding the nuances of drug regulations, safety evaluations, and quality control in pharmaceutical practices. 2. Develop the skills required for a drug inspector. In addition to academic qualifications, aspiring drug inspectors should actively work on developing essential skills such as analytical thinking, attention to detail, strong communication, regulatory knowledge, and decision-making abilities. They should be well versed in good manufacturing practices, GMP, and quality assurance protocols, and capable of interpreting complex scientific data and lab results. Familiarity with national and international drug regulations like CDSCO, FDA, and WHO guidelines can be a strong advantage. Building these skills early improves performance in both the selection process and the actual job role. 3. Gain practical experience, if required. Some government notifications, especially those by state PSCs, may require a candidate to have 1.5 to 3 years of hands-on experience in the manufacturing or testing of drugs in a licensed pharmaceutical setup. This experience must be in a facility approved by the licensing authority. Such practical exposure ensures that the candidate understands real-world processes like documentation, batch processing, lab testing, and audit compliance, skills that directly translate to the work of a drug inspector. 4. Prepare for the drug inspector exam. Once the educational and experiential requirements are fulfilled, the next step is exam preparation. Recruitment is done either by the Union Public Service Commission, UPSC, or State Public Service Commission, PSC. The exam generally covers pharmaceutical subjects like pharmacology, forensic pharmacy, medicinal chemistry, pharmaceutical analysis, microbiology, and drug regulatory affairs. Aspirants should regularly study NCERTs, standard pharmacy books, and practice previous year's papers. Following developments in the drug regulatory sector, such as changes by CDSCO or FSSAI, will help in current affairs and technical awareness sections. 5. Apply for the examination. Drug inspector job openings are published through official government portals such as UPSC, state PSC websites, and employment newspapers. Keep track of eligibility criteria, important dates, and application procedures. Applications are submitted online, requiring uploading of educational certificates, photos, identity proof, and payment of application fees. General knowledge. To score well, candidates must understand not just theoretical concepts but also their practical applications. Many state and UPSC exams also include questions on drug laws, clinical trials, controlled substances, and case-based problem-solving scenarios. Time management, mock tests, and revision schedules are key to success in this stage. 7. Attend the interview, personality test. Candidates who clear the written exam are shortlisted for a personal interview, which evaluates not just subject knowledge, but also communication skills, ethical reasoning, decision-making, and familiarity with regulatory practices. Be ready to answer scenario-based questions like how you'd handle a drug recall or a non-compliant manufacturing unit. Maintaining professional conduct, clear articulation, and showcasing regulatory awareness can significantly enhance your performance in the interview. 8. Undergo medical and document verification. Post-interview, shortlisted candidates are required to pass a medical fitness test conducted by government-approved medical boards. This ensures the candidate is physically and mentally fit to carry out field inspections and travel-related duties. Simultaneously, the authorities verify all academic credentials, identity proofs, experience certificates, if applicable, and other supporting documents. Any mismatch or falsification can lead to rejection at this stage. 9. Receive appointment and undergo training. After successfully clearing all previous steps, the selected candidates are offered formal appointment letters as drug inspectors in either central or state drug control departments. They may undergo induction training, which introduces them to field operations, inspection protocols, administrative tasks, and enforcement mechanisms under the Drugs and Cosmetics Act, 1940. After training, officers are assigned specific jurisdictions for regular inspections and regulatory tasks. How can I become a drug inspector? Skills. When beginning the journey of how to become a drug inspector, certain skills are essential. In-depth knowledge of pharmaceuticals. A thorough understanding of pharmaceutical sciences, drug composition, and manufacturing processes is crucial. This includes knowledge of pharmacology, toxicology, and the various methods used in drug formulation. Analytical skills. Drug inspectors must possess strong analytical skills to accurately assess the quality of drugs and identify any deviations from the standards. This involves understanding and applying various analytical techniques and interpreting complex data accurately. Attention to detail. Precision and attention to detail are vital in inspecting manufacturing processes and ensuring compliance with regulatory standards. This means meticulously reviewing procedures, documentation, and practices within pharmaceutical settings. Communication skills. Effective communication skills are necessary for articulating findings, writing reports, and collaborating with other health professionals. This includes the ability to convey complex information and work effectively in team settings. Ethical integrity. Drug inspectors must uphold high ethical standards, as their decisions directly impact public health. This involves being unbiased, maintaining confidentiality, and making decisions based on factual evidence. Problem-solving skills. The ability to address and solve complex issues during inspections is key. This requires critical thinking and developing practical solutions in challenging situations. Adaptability. Adapting to new technologies, regulations, and methods in the fast-evolving pharmaceutical field is important. This includes staying abreast of the latest industry trends and regulatory changes. What does a drug inspector do? A drug inspector plays a crucial role in public health by ensuring that pharmaceuticals meet safety and quality standards. Their primary responsibilities include conducting inspections of manufacturing facilities, reviewing compliance with regulations, and examining drug products for quality assurance. They investigate reports of violations or adverse effects, collect samples for laboratory analysis, and enforce legal standards set forth by regulatory bodies. By collaborating with pharmaceutical companies, health departments, and laboratories, drug inspectors help safeguard public health by preventing unsafe or ineffective drugs from entering the market. What are similar job roles to drug inspectors? While the position of drug inspector is specific to pharmaceuticals, there are several related job roles within the healthcare and regulatory sectors. Pharmaceutical quality control analyst focuses on testing and evaluating drug products in laboratories to ensure they meet quality standards. They conduct various analyses, including stability testing and microbial assays, to assess product efficacy and safety. Regulatory affairs specialist works to ensure that pharmaceutical companies comply with regulations governing drug development and marketing. This role involves preparing submission documents, liaising with regulatory agencies, and maintaining knowledge of evolving laws. Clinical research associate monitors clinical trials, ensuring they adhere to regulatory guidelines and ethical standards. This role focuses on patient safety and data integrity during the drug development process. Each of these roles shares a commitment to maintaining high standards in drug safety and efficacy, making them integral to the pharmaceutical industry. What is the work environment like for drug inspectors? Drug inspectors typically work in various environments, including pharmaceutical manufacturing facilities, laboratories, and regulatory agency offices. Their work often requires field visits to inspect production sites, where they assess compliance with health and safety regulations. The role can involve long hours, as inspections and investigations may require extensive documentation and follow-up. Drug inspectors may also need to attend meetings, training sessions, and workshops to play a vital role in protecting public health by ensuring drug safety and efficacy.